everyone, and welcome back to another episode of CTF. My name is Tyler, and it is the end of February, which means it is another CTF ranking video for the month of February. And let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so kicking things off, we have Ethelite. She had a 65 game win percentage and a 4.4 KDR, which I think is the best for the month, at least in terms of the first page of the leaderboard. And then her cap ratio was only 0.01%, which is not very good, and that's why I have her at 10th. Ninth for the month is 15 Dead, and I don't really know who this is because they must have just recently changed their name, but they had a 66 game win percentage and a 4 KDR, as well as a 0.04% cap ratio, which is not very good again. And he's really high up. I think he finished like 6th or 5th for the month. And his cap ratio is not very good. I don't honestly know who that is. He must have changed his IGN, and I wasn't bothered to go on NameMC and look it up. 8th for the month goes to Fudge Cake in all caps. I mean, me too. I'd be really excited about the cake part. 65 game win percentage, 2.1 KDR, and a 14% cap ratio. 7th for the month goes to Mark Sloan. He had a 63 game win percentage and a 1.7 KDR, and also a 27% cap ratio. So again, if you don't know how I kind of base these rankings, the game win percentage is kind of the most important thing, but if the game win percentages are within 5% of each other, I give a lenience in terms of stats. So for example, 63 is obviously lower than a 66 game win percentage, but because Mark Sloan's cap ratio is obviously way better than both of these two, it just seems silly of me to put him below them when he, does what the intention of the game is to do more so than these guys. Plus, he plays way more than these. I believe he finished 3rd for the month, and he played a lot of games. So to contain a game win percentage like that, it's obviously going to drop a little bit the more games you play. So that's why I put him at 7th. But I had a little bit of trouble ranking these people because of this person who's at 6th, which is Ivanka Panka. By the way, I love that IGN. I don't know why, it's just amazing. She had a 71 game win percentage, 1.3 KDR, and also a 0.06% cap ratio. 5th for the month goes to Soap. He had a 66 game win percentage, a 2.7 KDR, and also a 15% cap ratio. I had a hard time judging these ones because they were all fairly close, and they all had pretty poor cap ratios besides Mark Sloan. So I rated it as best as I could. It was a little bit of a struggle for me, but these next 4 were pretty obvious in my terms anyways. So 4th for the month goes to Frighten. Oh shoot, this never works. I'm just Phoenix. Yeah, I think that's what I usually say. She had a 69 game win percentage and a 1.1 KDR, and also she had a 29% cap ratio. 3rd for the month goes to Bob16. he had a 72 game win percentage. He also had exactly a 1 KDR. He was really close to being like perfectly even. It was kind of funny. And a 17% cap ratio. So his cap ratio is like 10 points lower than what it was last month, which is why I have OI at the second spot, even though he had a 71 game win percentage, which is just one lower. He had a 1.5 KDR, but his cap ratio was 23%, which is quite a bit better than Bob's, and the game win percentage is just one off, so that's why I gave him the second spot. And the first spot easily goes to Sadness, who literally has it spelled out like that SpongeBob meme. Okay. She had a 88 game win percentage, so obviously she had to get the number one spot, and a 2.7 KDR and a 13% cap ratio. So finally, after like 3 or 4 months, I don't know how long it's been since someone else was number one, but XRAL is no longer number one. He didn't appear on the first page of this month's leaderboard, so I didn't even have him to put into consideration. And I'm not sure if this is Sadness's first time being first on this. I'm not entirely sure, but I feel pretty confident in this top 10. This month capping was way down this month. There was a lot of players who didn't have very good cap ratio at all. The game win percentages went down a lot this month. The only one who had anything above 80 was Sadness. The second best game win percentage is I had the second best game win percentage of the month, and mine was 75. So there was only one person who had anything above 80. Which, like I said before, I don't put myself on this leaderboard ranking system because I feel like people would think I rate myself unfairly or something, so that's why I don't put myself on here. I think this month was more about defense and trying to do strategy, and I feel like there's been a more competitive level on CTF this month, which always drives me crazy when I see people complaining about, oh my god, there's no competition, when I really do think there is competition. The most kills for month of February goes to OI. He had 6,439 kills, which is way more than last month, I think. Most caps for month of February goes to OY as well. He had 233 caps, which is actually way lower than last month, which, like I said, I really do think this month capping went down a lot. And then most wins for month of February, which is also the regular MCC leaderboard rankings, went to Bob 16. He had 1,103 wins. I think he's been like number one for the last like 2 or 3 months. Oh, Adam's saying goodbye. Yeah, caps went down a lot this month, and it wasn't like the games played went down much, because if I think that's fairly close. Yeah, it's just 70 less wins, so it's not like the games went down all that much. It's just more competitive levels. So if you think that competition and team stacking is, a killing thing for CTF, I think you might need to look again. I'm sorry, my water bottle keeps like making popping noises. I'm sorry. I think you really just need to look at the stats, because the only one who's having a good game win percentage is Sadness. Everyone else, myself including, is at least 75 and below on game win percentages. So to say there's no competition, I think, is false. Honestly, the only thing lacking on CTF, in my personal opinion, is new maps, which we're never gonna get. So let me know if you agree with this top 10. Would you change it in any way? Like I said, I do all the math myself. I rate this solely on stats, and I think I do a pretty decent job. By the way, I just wanted to let you know, because I haven't really done this in any of my videos recently, and I feel like I need to do that because I'm getting close to 1,000, so I need to like promote things more. If you are not in my Discord, please join my Discord. The link is in the description, and I'm going to get the correct link this time. So click that link and you can join my Discord server. I really want you guys to join it because pretty soon I'm going to be doing a Q&A video, and the only way you guys can ask me questions is if you join the Discord and ask me questions there. And also you can follow me on Twitter. I have Twitter. If you want to follow me on that, that would be cool too. You don't have to though, but I don't know. I kind of like using Twitter, so I felt like promoting myself. I'm sorry, self-promotion. Shameless self-promotion. I'm sorry, people. But yeah, that's going to do it for this CTF monthly ranking. I'm sorry I didn't really have a lot of CTF videos this month. I only had one. Outside of this video, I only had one. So next month I'll try to do more videos on CTF. It's hard to come up with ideas to do on CTF because I feel like just me playing around is a little dull, but I don't know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Always remember to live moss. Goodbye.